Hi everyone, JB here and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the previous episode we found out that Luke and Pat have been very naughty boys and had run off to Esmelas Tower, and here we are. No real prep needed for this fight. What are we going to do? Somebody help! Yeah, I kind of spoiled it there by saying there was a fight. Now this is the first decision in the game that affects how much BP you get. You want to say that you are going to run in simultaneously with Joshua for the extra BP. Like so. Let's go, Joshua. Sorry, hang on. Let's go, Joshua. Right, I've got your back. You monsters go somewhere else. No, shoo, leave us alone. Chew on this. There we go. And then Joshua comes in. Estelle, what are you doing here? Joshua, you're here too. Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. We'll take care of them. Yeah, protect all NPCs. Falcom decided that they were going to introduce NPCs to RPGs in battle. Basically, you can't control them, and for the most part, they do nothing. There's one or two that will do something, but the majority of them will just run in random directions. And it's a game over if either of them dies. You can heal them, however, which is nice. So we will start with Joshua going for a flying feline. Really no need to use any arts here. We have Joshua's S-Craft as an S-Break available if necessary. But I think we're good. Genuinely, I think we're fine. And then Luke will randomly run away. Please don't make me regret those words, Joshua. Yeah. More random running away from the battle. The NPCs are actually quite intelligent in terms of where they run, so you don't really need to worry. Occasionally monsters just randomly decide to go straight for them, make a beeline and attack them. You can heal NPCs, so it's not the end of the world, but there we go.
We're good to go.
It counts as a boss fight in this game, but they're just 3 flying felines. You can find them on Malga Trail. It looks like that's that. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe too. By the way, that was great timing the way you blitzed those monsters, Estelle. You really think so? Is it safe now? Oh man, that was awesome! You really showed them, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Ow, that hurt. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Pat all the way up here against his will. It's time to think about what you did today. Ow, you're hurting me. Stop it. I said stop it, you violent she-devil! So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like it's time to give you some of my special discipline. Oh, I love the dialogue in this game. Ow, 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 ow! Alright Estelle, I'm sorry, everything was all my fault! Estelle? Shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach at school? This brat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Estelle, behind you. It's something with teeth, isn't it? Nice monster? I'm not going to be able to make it in time. Luckily, Cassius moves so fast that he appears in 5 frames at once. Huh? Dad, you came. You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. That's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad? Well, what are you doing here? I just happened to be in town when I heard the whole story from Mina. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children. But you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching her back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. A gazillion is obviously a proper number. Haha, of course I was. I'm her father. Alright everyone, let's file on out of here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my behind. But why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. I mean, he basically saved... we can exaggerate. He basically saved your life, right? And you're annoyed at him. Such a daughter thing to do. Haha, that's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. It seems like you've had quite a day. That is just unbelievable. The second we get back to Roland, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off home. The sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Indeed, you receive pay for child rescue, so you get 1,000 mirror, you get 3 BP plus 1 extra if you chose that option of rushing in simultaneously with Joshua for 4 BP total. At this point you should have 5 BP and 2 jobs completed. You did well for your first assignment. From the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we'd better. I've still got dinner to prepare. That's right, it is her turn to cook. Would you mind holding on a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? Received letter to Cassius. I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches? As I'm sure you already know by now, Libelle isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zemuria continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it. Yeah. And that is all we need to do in Roland for the time being. So, what we're going to do is just head straight home. In case you forget where home is. But first, more cutscenes. Hey, Joshua? Dot dot dot. Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come home when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we failed today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Haha, okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to go home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Of course, he's not going to say that out loud. So, on we go. I do love the dialogue in this game. I think the localization team did a really good job translating, and that can't always be said. Fire Emblem! But yeah, so we're going to head back to the Bright House. And we don't go there, sorry. We talk to Cassius in his room. We're home, Dad! We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got that copy of the Labelle News you wanted. There was this letter for you at the guild too. Handed over the Labelle News and letter. A letter, huh? Well, I'm going to get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. I see you're being rather gracious today. Papa is happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams? I swear, the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. I guess she's not as impressed as I had thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do too much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. And overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again. Oh no! Are eggs supposed to explode like that? I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No, wait, cooking is supposed to be about passion! Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, once more! That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling when we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the dinner table. Haha. Alright then, let's see what this letter is all about, shall we? Cassius cuts the letter's seal. A message from the Erebonian Empire? What? Nani? Wow, this is a surprise. It's edible. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over ice. Be sure to savour every last morsel. Musical note. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. Because he helped. My compliments to the chef. This is raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. Oh, way to drop the bomb. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes, something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute. You're leaving? When? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know, but what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? He's going to lay them off to people. Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? It's called delegating, and it's really useful. It's a really useful real life skill. That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish. And I'll ask Sherazade to handle the difficult ones. So, what do you say? Sure. Sure, of course we will. You're doing okay. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Ina know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter. Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed to Gransel or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Gransel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I'd better set my alarm clock just in case. Dad. Are you still awake, Joshua? You better hold off on the liquor, or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is, don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. Haha, that's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian Embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, it sure does seem that way. About what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologise, but I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard with yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Sherazade, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at this last minute. Please, don't be. I'm slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I could do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be humble, Silverstreak. And I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. You just leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? Haha, looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Grantsel-bound airliner, Lind, will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I better take my seat. Have a great trip, have a great trip, Dad, and we'll take care of everything here while you're gone. When you're done with your work, make sure you come straight home, and no goofing off. Is that any way to see your beloved Papa off? Oh well, I'll try my best to come home as soon as I can. Alright you two, be good while I'm gone. And so departs the airliner. Or airship, or however you want to call it. It's a JRPG, it's an airship. He's gone. Again. Yeah. Come on you two, there's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's asked to do this done, but when it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Daddy issues. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on those jobs your father left for me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do, but first I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. If you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. So, what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we go stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Aino and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Let's not. Let's instead go into the main city of Roland and go to the bar. Do you remember I said earlier that you could go into bars and get recipes? That's what we're going to do now. So what you want to do is talk to this guy, and we want to shop first of all. And we want to buy one each of these. So French fries, the Flowery soda, and the Carmine eye. Then once you've done that, you want to talk to him again and choose Wholesome pasta to learn the sit down meal, Wholesome pasta. And you can see those all in the recipe book. Oh, you can see the wholesome pasta in the recipe book. Remember, to learn the others, you need to eat them. But I'll eat them when I need to. There's no rush, really. On top of that, there's one more recipe to learn, and that will be in a side quest. So we've done that. I think we have, yeah, 1,250. Let's go to the arms and guards. Talk here. Hey there, how are our first year braces doing? So Cassie's going to be out for a while, huh? Yes, and we just saw him off at the landing port. You sure managed to hear about it rather quickly, though. Women love to gossip. You said so yourself. Haha, well, Cassius used to leave Estelle with us when she was young, while he was away. And after you came here, he started having you watch the house. I didn't know that. Estelle gets surprisingly lonely when no one is around. When we had her over, she was as quiet as a cat among unfamiliar people. Don't say stuff like that. I am not. After about 2 or 3 days here, she'd eat, sleep and play without any trouble. Haha, I can imagine that. So we want to shop here too, and want to buy the pyro rod for Estelle. Now you see here that we're about 150 mirror short for that kunai, but you don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to equip Estelle with the pyro rod. And then shop again, sell the birch staff, and I think we could sell a tear balm as well, because now that we've got the recipe, that food in that recipe, tear balm aren't really needed, and we also have tear from Estelle currently equipped. So we'll buy the kunai like so. So we'll equip those on Joshua. Oh, kunai, there we go. Like so. Last thing I want to do is head over to the guild and check the bulletin board. And here are our side quests. We've got Find the Shiny Rock, and we've got the Milch Road Monster. And we will do both of those in the next episode. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. But for now, I've been JB. This has been The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, and I will see you in the next one.